Chris won the roll-off, and we are doing set deck boxes for New Capenna. Sorry, the streets of New Capenna. Not the whole city, just the streets.
Just the streets.
So, all of our decks are built out of only the contents from a single set booster box. Is that correct?
It is correct.
Okay, then Chris, you won the roll-off. Go ahead.
All right. For this set, I chose to run Kit Kanto, Mayhem Diva. She is a 3/3 Cat Bard Druid for 1 and red,
So
green,
many
white.
fucking words.
When she enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 green and white citizen creature token, and at the beginning of combat on each player's turn, you may tap 2 untapped creatures you control. When you do, target creature that player controls gets +2/+2 and gains trample until end of turn. Goad that creature. I guess more political
Weird.
bullshit.
Chris built a political deck.
So, with that, I will draw, play a mountain, pass the turn.
All right, Nelson, what you got?
Oh, Nelson's gone.
Nelson.
I feel bad excluding him, but god damn it, we can't wait any longer.
It's true. New Capenna's almost done next week.
Yeah. According to spoiler season, we are 6 sets past this one already. So, with Nelson gone, he will pass to Tej.
It is me, your boy Tej, and tonight I am running Zayatora the Incinerator, the legendary dragon of the set. Why? Because I opened it and I'm Tej, that's why.
That's the dragon.
6/6 flying for 3, a black, a red, and a green. And at the beginning of my end step, I may sacrifice a different creature, and if I do, Zayatora, the Incinerator, deals damage equal to that creature's power to any target, and I create 3 treasure tokens. I will draw, and I will play this Tramway Station. It enters taps, but it taps for a black or a red. And I can pay mana to it later to draw a card. Go Schnell.
Woo! Untap, upkeep, draw. My commander out of my box is Ginny Faye, Jetmir's second. 3/3 Elf Druid for some sort of combination of Naya. If you would create 1 or more tokens, you may instead create that many 2/2 green cat creature tokens with haste, or that many 3/1 green dog creature tokens with vigilance.
2/2 crab creature tokens with haste.
Crab creature tokens. Foil Forest. It was in my box, not even cheating here.
Fancy ass.
Pass to Chris.
Draw. Forest, pass.
I want that.
Eventful.
I will play mine own forest. And I will play Jetmir's Fixer. That guy works for you.
He does.
2/2 Cat Warrior, I can pay a red and a green, and it gets +1/+1 until end of turn, but if mana from a treasure is spent to activate this ability, it gets a counter instead.
Nice.
Go Chanel.
Is it a 2/2?
A 2/2. For now.
We will go ahead and drop a mountain, and we shall enter the boxing ring. Ooh. Green artifact. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under my control, it fights up to 1 target creature you don't control with the same mana value. And then I can tap it to create a treasure token. Activate only if only if a creature fought this turn. So, you can fight.
Its name is Finley.
Whatever.
And it likes to fight.
Yes. Pass to Chris.
Only if a creature you control fought this turn.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll play another mountain.
If I control a creature that fought this turn.
Tap a red and a green.
Between the two of us, we nailed it.
I mean,
I will play Black Market Tycoon.
as I was reading it, I went, same mana value. I don't think I read that part when I put it in the deck.
It's
super restricted.
It's very... I also, spoiler alert, have one in here.
Yeah.
Me too.
Nice!
So,
We'll see how it works.
We're all illiterate.
the dodecahedron boxing ring.
I was aware of the mana value part. I don't like it, but I like the potential treasures.
Black Market Tycoon taps to create a treasure token, and at the beginning of my upkeep, it deals 2 damage to me for each treasure I control. Pass to Teach.
Untap. There you are. I'll play a swamp. What do you have, a creature? Monster? How big is it?
2/2.
Chanel, take 2.
Son of a bitch.
That's right. Boop. And I will use my mana to play Midnight Assassin. 1/2 Flying Death Touch. Go Chanel.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I will. Forest is my land for the turn. And we will Black Market Tycoon. Chris, I believe you know what this does. Tej, it's a cat rogue that deals me damage equal to, or it shocks me for each treasure, and he creates treasures. When it enters the battlefield, he fights up to one target creature. Do I just want to fight someone? No, I don't.
Fight
so
the Death Toucher.
I will not fight the Death Toucher
Different
because
mana
I
value.
can't. I can fight your cat or his cat,
Meow.
but I won't. Cat boxing is illegal in New Capenna. Go ahead, Chris.
How come there's no cards that mention cockfighting in this set?
Because cock isn't a creature type yet.
It could have been.
Could have been. You play your cards right and read some words wrong.
What could have been, Wizards?
Yes.
I will play another mountain. What to do. And I will pass the turn.
I will untap. I will play my mountain. I'll move to combat. I will attack Chris for one flying.
Son of a bitch, I'll kill you.
One flying death touch.
39.
And then I will play a witty roast master.
I love that little duder.
3/2 Devil Citizen. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under my control, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. That's you guys.
Nice.
Go Schnell.
Jeff
Okay.
Ross, the magic card.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Get something I can't use.
Remember Jeff Ross's cornrow phase?
Yes.
That was a good time.
Remember Jeff Ross? Vaguely. Black Market Tycoon, I'm going to create a treasure. I'm going to spend that treasure for a white right away. And throw down Safina. Spear Sage Deserter. 4/4 Menace. Whenever Safina Spear Sage Deserter attacks, investigate once for each non-token attacking creature. She also has Friends Forever. Are there any 4-drop creatures out there?
Nope.
Then she will not be boxing ringing anyone in. Go ahead, Chris.
At the end of your turn, I'm going to create a treasure token.
The words in this set are kicking my ass.
There's a lot of them. And like every other one
Also-
is treasure.
Yeah.
Then I will cast Big Score. As an additional cost to cast this spell, discard a card.
Whatever you treasure, treasure a treasure.
Do you treasure your treasure?
I will discard them all.
Maybe the real treasure was treasure.
Draw 2,
All
create 2
a
treasure
treasure.
tokens.
The real treasure was the artifacts we sacrificed along the way.
I'm gonna ask you a real stupid question.
Oh god.
Does that red light mean it's muted?
No.
Okay, good.
The blinking red light means it's muted.
Got it. All right, good. That'd been real embarrassing.
Ah!
And then with those 3 treasures, I will cast Cabaret Charm to create 2 citizen tokens.
Citizens.
Untap. Draw.
We should stop him. He feels like he's doing stuff.
He's doing stuff.
I'm going to cast Glittering Stockpile.
Something, something treasure.
No treasure.
What?
Taps to add red, and you put a stash counter on it, and then you can tap it and sack it to add X mana of any one color, where X is the number of stash counters on it.
What is it, Chris?
Oh, it is a treasure. I legitimately did not notice that.
Okay.
I did notice the treasure dog, though.
Nice.
Murder that dog for money.
Too soon.
I will pass the turn.
Did you murder a dog for money?
No, but today Becca and I watched a dog get hit by a car, and there was
Aw.
nothing we could do to stop it.
Yeah.
Becca did get out of the car and yell at the driver who did it, though.
That happened to me last year.
You got yelled at by Becca for
No,
running
I
over
watched
a dog?
I watched a
Got
dog
hit
get
by
hit
a
by I watched a dog get hit by a truck.
Yeah.
Ugh.
from old lady was not an old lady, just a lady who shouldn't have animals was walking it and didn't think leash laws applied to her and ran across the street barking at a guy.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened here.
Anyway.
Yeah, it was a real shitty. Why did I play a dog deck?
Let's edit that one out, huh?
Nope.
Okay. Hey, I played a land. Hope you like my package.
Gee.
My stimulus package.
There it is.
When it enters the battlefield, I create 2 treasure tokens.
$5.
I can sacrifice a treasure to create a 1/1 green and white citizen creature token. Chanel has that 4/4. Oh, I'm prepared. I just forgot where it went. There you are. Come here, you treasure.
I don't know if I just didn't get any, but did they not make cat or dog tokens in this
They
set?
did.
They did.
What? Then I just did not get any in my box.
I have a dog token, I think. I don't know about a cat one. 2 treasures. Move to combat.
Your cat's gonna hit you each turn for this thing.
Yep. This is
Leave combat. Go Chanel.
Well played. Untap. No upkeep triggers. Drawer. That's a lot of words. Green, green, red. We're gonna bring in Jetmir. Ginny Faye, Jetmir's second. Sorry, not Jetmir, Jetmir's second. Then, let's do something silly but super fun. I'm going to create a treasure, but instead of a treasure, I'm going to make a 2/2 cat. When the 2/2 cat comes into play, boxing ring, because this isn't fighting.
Correct.
Boxing your citizen.
sounds good.
Yep. And then I can create a treasure token because something fought this turn. I'll create a treasure token. It'll be a cat, and it'll fight your citizen.
Look at that.
That's what we call a 3-player sway.
Do we?
I don't know.
Okay.
That was solid.
Yeah, I was
Solid line of play.
okay with this. Do I want to get rid of T's Death Toucher
No.
by just swinging at him and forcing him to use it? No.
Forced me to do
Go ahead, Chris.
Shit.
If you make tokens, I will box them with my kitties. I'm going to steal some dice to denote my cats. Pew pew.
Yeah, something like that.
Anyway, my package.
Is it stimulated or stimulating?
Neither right now.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't know what stimulating. I assume it.
One would hope.
I'm going to pay 2 mana. I'm going to cast Halo Scarab. I have to take 2 from my type.
Halo
Well.
Scarab?
Yes.
Sort
The
of.
2/1 artifact creature. I can pay 2 mana and exile it from my graveyard to create a treasure token.
Common cat bullshit is this? Because it's
Yeah,
scarab.
it's scarabs. Yeah, I don't know. Their god lives in Amonkhet. They live everywhere.
What do you have for creatures over there?
I have a 1/2 Death Touch, a 2/2 Hoozits, and a 3/2 Hoozits.
Kick his ass, Seabass.
I'm going to strangle your witty roast master.
I will end you.
Most likely. Then I will pass the turn.
I will untap. Draw. Oof.
Yeah? What are you oofing?
Card I like. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am going to play Zayatora, the Incinerator.
What do?
6/6 flying. At the beginning of my end step, I may sacrifice another creature. When I do, Zayatora deals damage equal to that creature's power to any target, and I create 3 treasure tokens. I will move to my end step. Zayatora trigger. I will sacrifice treasure to create a citizen token. Sacrifice that token. Do 1 damage to both of you. And create 3 more treasures.
Seems solid.
Pass turn.
How'd you deal damage to both of us?
Isn't it damage equal to any target? I was
roast
sorry.
master.
I was
You
thinking
were
of roast
yeah.
master.
That's okay.
All right.
I
Just for
already took
that,
one. Oh, good.
you take
Back
one.
up to 30.
Okay.
You're correcting me, making me follow the rules.
Yeah. Done then.
Yeah.
Okay. Son of a bitch. Untap, upkeep, draw. Land for the turn. Forest for days. Then. Sack a treasure, create a dude. That's how you're doing that.
Yeah.
Okay. One, two, three, four, potentially 5. Damn it. Can I have more mana? Just a tiny bit. Chris, do you have any tokens I could fight?
No.
No reason. I need more white mana. Taking too long.
Me too.
I'm good. I like how Nelson is here in spirit.
I get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that'll work. Fuck Teach.
Whoa.
You got a big angry dragon, sir.
Not angry yet.
I'm gonna create a treasure, which will
Yes.
enter as a cat. It's not gonna fight anything.
Coward.
Yeah. I'm kidding. I'm not actually fucking you. Not yet. Yeah. And then fight rigging. Hideaway. Enters the battlefield. I may look at the top 5 cards of my library. Exile 1 face down. Put the rest on the bottom of the random order. At the beginning of combat on my turn, I put a +1/+1 counter on target creature I control. Then, if I control a creature with a power of 7 or greater, I may play the card exiled without paying for it. So, what do we want? These are all not worth trying to get out for free. Random order. And Chris, we will swing at you with a 4/4 menace.
Is that the red-white guy?
Yeah. Whenever it attacks, investigate once for each non-token creature attacking.
Alright. I will tap him to create treasure. I will spend the treasure to make a white mana. I will cast Knockout Blow targeting that duder.
Okay.
Deals 4 damage to target attacking or blocking creature, and I gain 2 life.
Okay. I'm getting a dog.
And it costs 2 less to cast if it targets a red creature.
Ooh. Okay.
So I will gain 2.
Oh yeah, counter. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Take 2 from my guy.
I mean, I'm starting to understand the Nelson mentality. Who needs white lands when I can just keep making treasures and other stuff?
Stuff going on.
3/1 pupper. Cats with haste.
I keep thinking your house is glitching out, but it's just cars and their shadows.
Yes. Yes. The highway.
I will pass to Teach.
without any context. I'm really worried about you.
Why? Oh god.
Keep thinking your house is glitching. Turns out cars have shadows.
Is that toast?
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yes.
I am going to sacrifice a treasure to make a deuter.
A Kitikin. Kitizen.
I'm working so hard, he's about to die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to play Dusk Mangler. Has an additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice a creature, discard a card, or pay for life. I'll sacrifice my citizen. When Dusk Mangler enters the battlefield, each opponent sacrifices a creature, discards a card, and loses 4 life.
Ugh.
Disapprove. Sack a creature.
Yep.
We'll lose the doggo.
Discard a card. Lose 4.
I will discard refuse to yield, and then lose 4.
I sacrificed Table Scarab and discarded.
I can't just knock me down where I'm supposed to be. I can't.
Where were you supposed to? 34?
Sure.
33. You were 37.
That feels right.
Alright. Then I will move to combat. And Schnell, 6 from Zayatora. Chris, 1 from Midnight Assassin.
What is that guy?
1, 2 Death Touch.
Alright, 33.
I will move to my end step, Zayatora trigger. I will make another citizen, sacrifice it to do 1 damage to Chris, and create 3 more treasures. Go Schnell.
Not good.
I mean, not great.
I think it's okay.
Do I have anything that'll let me sacrifice a creature? Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I suppose we could just do it that way.
That's my roast master.
Yeah,
He had to go.
it was very important. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why can't I have more mana? Why am I so bad at this game? We are going to create a treasure that will just be a treasure. Weirdly enough. Then... What do you... Oh, you just have that 2-drop thing. Sack the treasure, and that for a Workshop War Chief.
Ooh.
Are there any 5-drops on the table?
Nope.
When he enters the battlefield, gain 3 life. And when he's a 5/3 trampler, when he dies, I get a 4/4 green Rhino Warrior creature token.
Yeah.
Rhino Plasty.
Yes. I'm going to go to combat. He will get a +1/+1 counter, as per the fight rigging. And then we will exit combat at the first off-ramp and pass to Chris.
Right. I'm going to put a stash counter on this and create a treasure. Untap. Ow. 4.
Yeah.
Man, that would be great.
Not getting our ass kicked by Teach's Dragon.
Drawing any white mana. Or another land since my opening hand. Because
You
I have
can
not.
create a treasure every turn.
Yeah, that's true. Still hurts.
Treasure functions like white sources.
Still hurts. I'll create another treasure. Those treasurinos.
Okay. And you've been shocking yourself for those?
Yes.
Okay.
I just took 4 on my turn from the stockpile and the 1 I had
There you go.
during my upkeep.
Okay. You have a lot of mana then.
No.
Somehow not enough.
No.
Everybody hurts Christmas time.
I wish you were wrong. Going to sacrifice this for 2 green.
There you go. One
And
less
another
shock
green.
turn.
And 1, 2, 3,
Uh-oh.
4.
Oh, God.
What did you do?
Titan of Industry.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
7/7 reach trample. When it ETBs, choose 2. The options are disenchant, gain 5, 4/4, rhino token, and a shield counter on a creature I control. I would
Cough,
do-
cough. Fucking stimulus package.
Yes.
No.
Shield counter,
Cough, cough.
stimulus package.
Hideaway land?
I don't have a hideaway land.
Hideaway enchantment?
Hideaway enchantment?
Stimulus,
Boxing ring?
stimulus package.
Fine. Response.
Quick, sacrifice all my treasures.
I'm going to sacrifice 1 treasure to make a citizen. He's dead. But my package.
Right in the package.
Pass to teach.
End of your turn, I will sacrifice my remaining treasures to put 2 +1/+1 counters on my fixer.
I think it's a 8/8.
7/7. It is a shield.
Oh,
it's a
shield,
counter.
shield.
Maybe? No, I didn't. I was going to bring my little shield punch outs, and I did
Oh,
not. Ill prepared.
That would have
Yeah.
been smart. I also didn't do that. I don't know that I need them, but... Oofda doofda. How big is your monster?
7/7. Reach trample.
Reach, you say. I will move to combat. Chanel 6 flying.
I'm going to spend all my resources to make that go away.
I just spent my last $5 on this pony, so.
Pass. Pass turn.
That's not how the format of this works. Son of a bitch.
You can do it. You can do it. 80 to 1 shot. I just saw it happen. I'm gonna ride you to the victory,
I create a treasure token.
or not.
Yeah, you're fine. White, green. Wait. Before we do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Chicken carbonara charm. It will deal damage equal to the number of creatures I control to target creature or planeswalker. 6 to that.
Response.
Do it.
1, 2, 3,
Waste those resources.
4. Big score as an additional cost to cast a spell, discard a card. I will discard Ognis, the Dragon's Lash. I'm going to draw 2 cards and create 2 treasure tokens. 1, 2. Useless, both of you. It's dead now.
Okay. I assumed you were doing that thing that you always do where it's, hang on, I have responses. And those responses are to draw the game out while I look to see if I have responses.
I was hoping to draw.
The
The list Chaos Warp.
There you go. Because fuck you. Because fuck you.
I don't have a The List Chaos Warp.
Yes. Good.
Good.
It's important. Citizen. Okay. Gilded Pinions. ETBs create a treasure token. That treasure token is going to come in as a cat. That cat is going to fight your citizen. Yep. Any other tokens out there? Okay. Then I'm going to boxing ring to create a treasure, which will just be a treasure. Build up them resources, folks. Then We'll pass. Oh, we'll go to combat. We'll click this up. So it is a 7/5 trampler now. I have the option at this moment to cast the spell under here without paying for it. I will not. Go ahead, Chris.
Draw.
God, that
Take
thing's so
me two.
big.
From my treasure.
It's weird that the embodiment of the Industrial Revolution can be brought down by 4 cats.
Well, anything can be brought down by 4 cats. It's close enough to an edge.
Yeah, I suppose. I've been nearly killed by 1 cat coming down the stairs multiple fucking times.
Just imagine him just sitting next to it, just patting it until it just falls down.
Giant elemental, no, kitty, I don't want to step on you. Falls down, snaps his neck.
Garbage.
Yes, we are.
Muff garbage.
Alright.
Muff garbage.
Going to create another treasure.
How much damage have you taken?
I just-
Okay.
So, sacking my 2 treasures to make 2 white. 2 red. Going to cast Depopulate. Each player who controls a multicolored creature draws a card, then destroy all creatures.
Nice. So, I will draw a card for controlling a multicolored,
I will draw a card.
and then destroy all creatures.
Yes. That will remove the shield counter from my Titan of Industry.
When this dies, I create a 4/4 green Rhino Warrior creature token. Do I have the token for that?
Still have not drawn another one.
Fucking do. Does anyone have any tokens on the battlefield when he comes into play?
Nope.
Damn it.
Teach. 7.
What did I do to you?
You didn't kill his cat that dealt him 16 damage. When you could have the whole time.
Best turn.
Untap.
Draw.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Um, 1, 2, 5, 8. I'll play Zayator again, and I will use my remaining treasures to play a body dropper. Whenever I sacrifice another creature, put a +1/+1 counter on body dropper, and I can sacrifice another creature to give it menace until end of turn. Go Chanel.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. Okay. Land for the turn. Forest, because green is all we need. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How much do we just want to hate Tej off the board?
I assume very.
Yeah, you've been kicking all of our asses this whole time. Chris is catching up. I'm not super worried about him yet because he's got 4 mana. If I'm being objective here.
I mean, no, I understand.
So, cleanup crew. When they enter the battlefield between Boxing Ring and their own, they have 2 triggers. I will... no artifacts, no enchantments out there.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. Then I will gain 4 life. And I will fight your dragon.
Oof. All your fucking things dumb and dead. This is so sucking.
Yes, it is dumb and dead. Well played.
Look at that dragon.
You fucking
I
wordsmith.
want to punch it.
The cleanup crew just fucking fought the dragon to death. How? They're human citizens.
Like Angel from the last episode of Angel. Personally, I want to fight the dragon.
Go to combat. Rhino Warrior will get a +1/+1 counter. And do we want to Wing, we do not. Pass to Chris.
Thanks.
I want to yell at Nelson so bad right now.
Well, for not being here? Being another target?
For not putting any planes in my deck. Teach 7. Just want to bring you into the range of the rest of us.
26. There. No, run, leave me alone. We're all even now, right?
Yes.
Even.
I don't know. I can't see the phone from where I'm sitting, so I'm just guessing at my life total and everyone
28.
else.
26. 26.
Oh, okay.
Turn.
Oh, God. I was going to drink something.
Still can.
No, not on camera. Everyone's going to laugh at me.
They're all gonna laugh at me.
I'll pay 1 for an ominous parcel.
Quite ominous.
I can pay 2 and sacrifice it to search for a basic land and put it into my hand.
My 3D printer's done.
Oh,
I apologize.
good. Or I can pay 5 and sacrifice it to do 4 damage to target creature.
I just made a bunch of arms and heads for some old some Tomb King models that I'm printing for somebody. Egyptian themed warriors
3, 4, 5,
of the
6,
undead.
7. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. For a Riveteer's Initiate, 2/2, and I can pay 1 in a black or green to give it Death Touch. And a Venom Connoisseur. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under my control, Venom Connoisseur gains Death Touch until end of turn, but if it's the second time this ability resolves, all creatures I control gain Death Touch until end of turn. Then I am going to activate my Ominous Peril to search my library for a land card and put it into my hand, but then I will play that land for my turn, and I will pass over to Chanel.
Pass over.
That's right.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
There's my swamp.
God, that's just a 7. What else does it have?
Nothing.
Reach and trample. Okay.
Whoops.
Lands. Here you go.
Teacher
Lands.
dropping shit.
I am.
I need lands, but not that bad.
Teehee. We will. Damn it. Triple green plus commander tax will bring that into play. Yeah, we probably just want the boss lady out there. So, we will commander plus tax. Any 3-drops out there for me to fight?
Nope.
Damn it. Okay. Enter combat. This will click up to a 6/6.
Yikes.
We're gonna rig some fights eventually. And then you guys are tied. Chris, swing you for 6.
Down to 20.
Pass turn.
Cut, please.
You kidding me?
Thank you.
Felt like you were building the same kind of deck I was, where you can just pump out a shitload of treasures. So your mana production shouldn't really be a problem. No fuck.
No. God, I just have to play junk.
It's Naya, actually, not
I don't wanna
junk.
do that. No, it's junk. Pass turn.
No.
Untap. Draw. 8, 9, 10. 4, 7, 10. Bring my dragon out.
Caw.
Venom Connoisseur gains Death Touch until end of turn. I am not going to do anything with it. I will end my turn. Go ahead.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. we will... Running out of ways to kill your dragon.
I like that.
Yeah. So... We're going to borrow it. Involuntary employment.
Wait, hold on. I didn't sign up for that.
It's involuntary. You are voluntold. Gain control of target creature until the end of the turn. Untap that creature. It gains haste until the end of the turn. Create a treasure token. Do I want a treasure or do I want a... Nope, we want treasure. Mana production is a thing. Chris, how big is that?
7/7.
And it's got reach?
Yes.
God, I can't swing through. I'm going to go to combat. Chris, swing at you for 6 in the air.
I will.
Oh, I'm
block.
sorry. When I go to combat, I'm going to
I will block it.
click him up. Shit, it dies.
I hate everybody.
Look at me helping. I'm a helper.
We almost had it. Almost got you. Second main, I'm going to move to equip. My Rhino Warrior is now a 7/7
Hold on.
flyer.
How big is it right now?
7/7.
Oh, it's a 7/7.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a 7/7.
Pass turn.
The end of your turn.
No.
You can cast Bouncer's Beatdown. Deals X damage to target creature or player, where X is the greatest power among creatures I control. 7. Targeting a Rhino.
But my Rhino. Damn it.
How's it feel?
I mean, it was a token, so I'm not really... I think it hurts, but...
You can play something.
Even after I helped you kill
Social
his
climber.
fucking thing.
3/2 human druid. When another creature enters the battlefield under my control, I gain a life. Justin, you appear to be life leader.
Legally, yes. 7?
7 trample.
21.
God.
Pass turn.
I don't know why you hit me. Teach is not a life leader.
Just can't win.
Should have had forethought on that and hit him right away.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
gotta be
8,
more
9, 10,
proactive,
11.
apparently.
Damn. Not quite.
Yeah, wait and see how I figure out how to kill it another goddamn time.
Worth it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mr. Orfeo, the Boulder.
Yeah, that's a
2
power
4.
doubler.
Yep, 2
Okay.
4 Rhino Warrior. Whenever I attack, double target creature's power until end of turn. My Venom Connoisseur gets Death Touch. Pass turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Land for the turn is a mountain. He's not an enchantment creature.
Nope, he's a Rhino creature.
I don't like having to waste resources on you.
Well, then don't.
I can't allow that.
Chris has a monster.
Suffer not the rhino to live. That's in the Bible. I'm going to Ready to Rumble. Apparently it built a boxing match deck. I'm going to deal 5 damage to it. Target creature or player.
I really like that movie. FYI.
Response.
Yeah? Is that the... What's his name? Courtney Cox's husband.
David Arquette.
David Arquette.
Yes.
Okay.
I sacrificed it to Body Dropper to give it a counter.
All right.
With all the WCW wrestlers in it.
Yeah.
It's a pretty decent movie. Oliver Platt is the king.
Nice. Okay, so this, I have a rules question. I'm just going to do it and see how it happens.
Yes.
So, Citizen's Crowbar. ETB, create a green-white citizen creature token, then attach Citizen's Crowbar to it.
Yes.
If I do the replacement, does the crowbar still attach to it? Because
Yes.
it's replaced. That's what I was hoping. That's what I was thinking. We're going to make a kitty. Nobody has any tokens out there?
No.
God, someday. So, it is a 3/3 crowbar wielding kitty that I can pay a white and sacrifice the crowbar to destroy target artifact or enchantment. Go ahead, Chris. Oh, sorry. Go to combat. End combat. Go ahead, Chris.
Unlucky witness. Gain life.
We gotta stop him. What makes him unlucky?
I'm glad you can finally see who the threat is.
When he dies, exile the top 2 cards of your library until you're in step. You may play one of those cards. That's actually really good.
Yep. Great if one of them was a plains.
3/3 cat, 4/4 elf druid.
3/3 Devil Warrior, 2/2 Human Druid, 2/2 Viashino Citizen.
Chester.
We've only ever seen them on Dominaria, right?
Viashinos?
Yeah.
I
No,
don't
they
think
were in
that's true.
Zendikar as well.
Were
I think so.
Yeah, they've been around.
Was
Viashinos are like...
it Zendikar? Or is it Alara?
I don't know.
I think it might have been Alara.
I wasn't very active in Alara, so that would make
I wasn't
sense.
either.
Viashinos are the my mom of the multiverse. Because of how much they get around.
Oh yeah, no, I guess they've been a lot of places.
So saith the Bay.
So saith the Bay. There are 51 Viashino
Alright.
or Viashino.
Viashianese.
Yes.
1, 2,
Look at all those fucking lands over
3,
there.
4. I have my own involuntary employment. I'm going to employ your monster. The big one.
My monster?
Yes.
Okay.
He's just going to come on over here. He's not going to hurt anybody. He's not going to hurt you.
He's coming at me.
Move
Coming at me
to
real
combat.
hard.
No.
Yeah.
7 reach trample.
Weird. God, that's a third of my life at this point in the game. Yeah, fuck it. I'll get you back later.
With my Titan of Industry.
I mean, I'm thinking about it.
Can I just have it back?
Yeah, you can have it back.
Yeah.
After
You can go to your
sacrifice it?
graveyard.
What? Fucking got him.
Counter.
Oh, you body dropped him?
Body dropped him, and I also got a treasure out of that whole ordeal. Go ahead.
So that's whenever you sacrifice, and then you can pay to sacrifice. Okay, gotcha. Ugh.
Titan, we can get there.
Untap up, you draw. God, multiple white.
But when does Body Dropper, you can sack whenever, or?
Pay a black and a red to and sacrifice a creature.
Yeah. I'm going to move to equip Ginny
I should
Faye.
have paid attention to that.
She's now a 4/4 flyer. I'm going to go to combat. She'll get a +1/+1 counter. We will withdraw from combat. Pass to Chris. Getting real conservative in my low life. No longer willing to just swing wildly around the table.
The reckless abandon.
Yes. I mean, at this point, we're basically all out of tricks. Basically.
Ginny Faye, gain a life.
What's that one do?
What is that?
Pass turn.
We did build the same deck.
This was different commanders.
I don't think I pulled a kit.
Land for turn. And it puts me up to 12 mana.
Huh. What can you afford with 12?
It's your good friend and mine. Sayatori the Incinerator.
Yeah. Running out of fucking tricks.
Pass turn.
Good. Untap. Upkeep, draw. That's it.
I mean, I have tricks if I could draw some one.
That would be mighty white of you. Yeah, I hate having to do this, but I'm going to enter combat. She's a 6/6 flyer. Just like yours.
I hate having to do this.
Team really likes fighting dragons.
I do, but I don't have the trigger to fight it yet. Ending combat, passing to Chris. Wait for my elf druid to fucking atomic elbow from the top rope. Now I should just bust out my raw deal deck.
Pro wrestling set.
Yeah. Yeah, mobsters and like undercover like drug deal. No, it's fucking WWE.
I am the incinerator.
Yes. What's Chris doing?
Nothing. How much damage have you taken from Zayatora?
12.
That's a lot.
Are you also gonna take it and make it swing at me?
It's an option.
If you do that and then I get him, then he's out.
Yeah. I have a 6/6 flyer. We would
Leave it alone. Chris, no.
I'm gonna steal his Ginny Faye.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Now I control 2 of them.
Mine's bigger. At least use that one to fight.
I gotta sacrifice it due to the legend rule.
Well, you don't get this, you son of a bitch.
No, I get a treasure. That's all that matters.
What a stupid fucking tactic. You could have taken his 6/6 and then
punched
hit him.
you with it.
You
I
could have
could've
hit
hit him.
either one of us.
That's true.
You could have advanced way more of the board state than you fucking did.
I just want to watch the world burn. This planless world burn. No plans.
Oh my god.
Score
Of
turn.
all
Pass the turn.
of all
I said
the
pass the
fucking
turn.
things that I anticipated happening, you just shitting on my playmat like that was not an option. That was not even considered.
In my defense, I also didn't consider it. I just kind of did it.
I'm gonna take his commander, and it dies because of the legendary rule. Fucking why?
The legend rule was something that occurred to me afterwards, and I didn't want to do takesies backsies.
Please tell me you're hitting him.
No.
God damn it.
I'm committed at this point. Go ahead.
Fucking hell. This is such a stupid fucking game. And I am so upset right now.
That wasn't part of my intent.
Okay, move to equip. So my cat now is flying through the air as a 3/3 wielding a crowbar.
It's a hell of a cat.
I know. We're going to go to combat. It'll get a +1/+1 counter. It is now a 4/4 crowbar wielding flying cat. We are going to end the turn. God, I am.
I'm just gonna slide my.
I have not been this upset in Magic in a long time. Well done.
And you've played with Delaney.
I know. Now we know where he gets it from. I miss Nelson. I miss Nelson a lot.
Stimulus package.
Hey, there it is.
It creates 2 treasure tokens. I will replace one of them with a creature. With Ginny Faye, triggering Social Climber. Gain a life.
Fucking.
Pass turn.
I'm literally angry with rage.
Do we want to take Chris down together? Because now he's got a thing going on.
I mean,
I really don't.
I feel like one of us should, and I can't. For multiple reasons, I fucking can't.
Let's just get Teach. Remember, he's got a
What
dragon.
was the let's part of your last turn?
I mean, I kind of fucked us both.
What are you doing over
I'm
there?
looking at my graveyard.
Okay.
I will beat you guys with one color tied behind my back. No, I won't.
I mean, we could spin the...
Oh, okay. I see. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have the Beamtown Bullies. 4/4 Vigilance Haste. Target opponent whose turn it is, I can tap it, and target opponent whose turn it is puts target non-legendary creature card from my graveyard onto the battlefield under their control. It gains haste. Goad it. At the beginning of the next end step, exile it. Yeah.
Welcome to Beamtown.
Welcome to Beamtown.
Taking her to Beamtown.
That was where I was going with this.
Flying reach anything over there, Chris?
No.
Alright, take 6 flying.
Yeah. Commander damage.
Oh god, did you pause the game again?
You legally did.
Alright,
Oh,
Nope.
sorry.
Okay.
I'm going to end my turn.
Untap.
Go
When
ahead.
does it? When does it trigger?
Oh, I have
Oh,
to
you
tap
can
it.
whenever you tap
Yeah,
it.
when
Okay,
I
it
tap
doesn't.
it.
And it has
No,
haste. Okay.
Yes, it has haste.
Justin.
No, don't talk to me.
We're sorry.
Gonna go to combat. My cat gets bigger.
Before you leave your main
Oh,
phase, I will activate Beamtown Bullies and give you this Dusk Mangler.
so as an additional cost, I have to sacrifice a creature.
Nope,
Oh.
because you're not casting.
I'm not casting it. Okay.
It's just entering the battlefield.
So when it enters the battlefield, each opponent sacrifices a creature, discards a card, and loses 4 life.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll sacrifice a creature.
Sacrificing Unlucky Witness. When it dies, exile the top 2 of my library. Until my next end step, I may play one of those cards. God damn it, 2 colors I don't need.
Nice.
And 4 life.
Okay.
Now you move to combat.
And it's goaded, so I have
Oh.
to.
Yes.
Okay, so going to
You
combat.
you
Yeah,
can
I could.
move equipments around and stuff if you want.
Oh
It's
yeah,
still in
because
your
it
main
happens
phase.
in my main phase.
Yes. You have options with what to do.
Yes. Vengeance is mine, saith the horror. We will fight rigging it, so it becomes a 6/5. We will go to combat. It has to swing. Chris.
Does it have menace or anything?
It has 6 power and 5 toughness.
Trample or anything?
Nope.
I'll just block the doggy.
Okay. How big is the dog? 3-1?
Just throw
I
the
know
dog
exactly
right in
the-
front of the car.
Okay.
Wow.
Do I sacrifice it at the end of the turn? or
It
anything?
exiles at
It
the
exiles.
end
Okay.
of the
Before the end of the turn, prize fight.
Aww.
Target creature you control fights target creature you don't control.
Aww.
Create a treasure token.
Aww. Response.
Whom did you fight? The Zayatora?
Yes.
Attaboy.
I'm gonna sacrifice it. It's like put a counter on my body dropper.
How big is body dropper?
Would my
5/5.
prize fight fizzle then? No,
Yes.
it's a yeah.
Yes, it would.
Yeah, so I don't get my treasure token. Fucking
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I inconvenience you with my gift?
fucking fight you with your own goddamn shit. Chris, go ahead.
What's that?
Okay, so they didn't fight, which means this didn't die to the fight, which means it gets exiled.
Okay.
I'll play this forest. This is just gonna get exiled. Sacrificing 2 treasures to make 2 white.
Go away.
Mysterious Limousine. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, exile up to 1 other target creature until it leaves the battlefield. If a creature is put into exile this way, return each other card exiled with it to the battlefield under its owner's control.
Get rid of his goddamn body dropper.
Yes. Body dropper's exiled.
Okay.
Quick, sacrifice it to itself.
Can't. I checked.
It's all I can do this turn, past turn.
You're really getting down here, and Tej is still above half.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Joke's on you. I will fight it a 4th time.
5, 9, 13, 14.
God damn.
Go.
I've fought it so many times, I still don't know how to pronounce its name correctly. On tap, upkeep, drawer.
This is Zayatora.
The kitty cat rubbed on me.
Proud of you.
I'm also proud of me.
I don't want to do any of these things. They'll just make my game worse. So, we will go to combat. We will click up. The cat is a 5/5 flyer. Didn't you sacrifice one of these? Oh, you just played a land, right? Okay, gotcha. Pass to Chris.
Good. Untap.
He's limousine his dragon
Draw.
away.
God, I really wish I could draw all plans. This is dumb.
I mean, I'm fairly certain I put white lands in this deck.
How big are your Beamtown bullies?
4/4.
Welcome to Beamtown. Thinking about them beams.
Baby, I'm gonna flick your beam.
Jesus. You made it weird.
Oh.
What you doing?
And your guy's a 7/7.
Which guy?
The only one you have.
2, 3, 4, 5. 5/5 flyer.
Okay. And you have Zayatora again?
I do. And 15 mana. So kill it. See what happens.
Cards in hand?
None?
Ah,
Fuck around and find out.
it'll cost 16 when you have to cast it again.
That's right.
There we go.
Man, God damn it.
Jesus.
Crew Limousine. Justin? I can't do that either, because that would put you at 5. And he would kill me.
Then don't do anything.
But then I'll die on his turn.
From what?
I mean, Zayatora is half my remaining life total.
Don't be a hero.
Swing a Tej. Attack trigger. Zayatora gets exiled, but your body dropper comes back.
Interesting.
For 4.
Can I see that?
Yes.
Thank you.
It is until it leaves the battlefield, so if you chose to block it, you could.
4/4, you say?
And that guy gets Death Touch, right?
Yes, but I don't have the mana to activate
It
it.
is not, because he spent all his mana on Zayatora.
Yes. I'm tapped out. I've got 1 treasure.
Yes.
So, that would get exiled because it attacked. This would come back. Okay, yeah. Zyator will get exiled. That comes back.
Be 4 blockers. I'm going to cast Call on a Professional and deal 3 damage to the body dropper. Players cannot gain life this turn.
Shit, I was going to gain 8.
That's okay. Body Droppers is dead. Move to block, so we'll block with the Beamtown Bullies.
Okay.
Zyator comes back.
What is this?
Pass turn.
Useless. Little land.
It's not.
You can cast him another fucking time when I fight him to death with a kitty. With a crowbar wielding kitty.
Okay.
I'm all uppity.
1, 2, 3. Sanguine Spy. 2, 3. Menaced Lifelink. I can pay 1 and sacrifice another creature to look at the top card in my library. And I may put that card in my graveyard. At the beginning of my end step, if there are 5 or more mana values among cards in my graveyard, I may pay 2 life. If I do, I draw a card.
Do you have those currently?
I would guess.
Yes.
I would guess as well. But
4, 2, 1, 3. No.
okay.
4, 2, 1, 3.
I was gonna make a smart ass comment.
No,
that you
I don't.
didn't, and then you fucking don't.
Okay.
So something needs to die.
If this dies and stays in your graveyard, then you got it.
Chris, 6 flying. Pass turn.
For the end of your turn, I'm going to flash in Most Wanted. It'll give +2/+2, and when it dies, I create 2 treasure tokens. Untap, upkeep, draw. And then, do we swing for the fences? And by swing for the fences, I mean, of course, do some weird shit at random. Land for the turn. We will, for 6, Arcane Bombardment.
Ooh.
Yes. Then we are going to Luxurious Libation. We're going to give this +0/+0 until the end of the turn and create a green-white citizen creature token. But when I cast my first instant or sorcery spell, exile an instant or sorcery spell at random from my graveyard, then copy each card exiled with Arcane Bombardment. I may cast any number of copies without paying for them. So the options are...
That's fun.
Yeah. Okay. So, we'll leave that there. Right now, 3, 4, 5... Stupid. If I will just fucking fight him. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a 7/6. Target creature fights. How big do you have for shit?
3/3 and a 3/2.
And I have a 1/1 citizen. Yeah, we're gonna fight.
I only got to cast my commander 7 times this game.
Response.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. Sacrifice this to draw a card. Now I have it.
Okay.
Fuck. Then I'll sacrifice it here to look at the
Yep.
top card of my library. Wait, they're fighting?
Yes.
How big is your thing?
They will trade, I believe. Let me do the math. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's a 7/6.
Oh, yeah, kill it.
Okay. So you're not sacrificing it?
I am not.
Okay. So when this pile dies, I will get 2 treasures.
Alright. 16 mana. Can I do it?
Sure hope so.
15.
I have a 3/3 untapped at the moment.
Go ahead, Chris. Oh. Damn it.
Forest.
Oh. There.
Yes.
That becomes a 1/1 on my when I actually get to my fight. Or my fight phase. My combat phase.
This is getting ridiculous. Okay, pass turn.
Untap.
God, I know these games take longer, but holy shit, this is fun.
I'm having a blast.
I know.
Land. 15 mana.
Justin's gonna beat me when we're not recording.
I'm thinking about it.
I'm not here next week. You guys know what happened.
we got Nelson back, but Alex has to sub in permanently for Chris for some reason.
I'm going to play Security Rocks. I will hard cast it.
5/4.
5/4. At the beginning of my end step. Now I have 5. I will pay my 2 life and draw a card. Go ahead.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. We will move to equip. So it's a 2/2 flying. Here, we'll do power toughness, counters, and then move to equip. So now 1, 2, 3/3 flying.
Was that a citizen?
It is a citizen.
Do you want a citizen?
Do you have a citizen? Because that'd be way fucking easier. I will go to my combat. When I enter combat, it will get another +1/+1 counter. So now it's a 4/4 flyer. We will pass to Chris. Popcorn just fell out of your head?
Shoulder.
Fell out of my shoulder.
Cabaret Courtyard. When it enters, I can sack it, search my library for a mountain, forest, or plains.
Still getting a plane.
Still haven't drawn a plains.
We don't know that.
Should find out there's none in the deck. Like, god damn it.
Nope, I'm going to count while I'm searching. I can't. I don't think I can do anything else, so we're going to pass.
Okay.
Pass! But we're counting, damn it.
Everyone quiet. He's about to do something stupid.
Yes. Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Oh.
12 lands that produce white mana on the deck.
Zayatora is back.
He did it.
I'll move to my end step. Pay 2 life, draw a card. Go ahead.
God damn.
Hey, Justin.
Yes'm. You's a bitch. That's what I'm expecting.
I'm sorry, kitty. Oh, there's another kitty.
Okay.
There's 2 kitties.
Untap,
But act
upkeep,
like you love me.
draw.
You're the asshole one.
Teaches at 18.
Yes.
I'm going to Broken Wings his commander so you can attack with your flag.
Ooh. You're tapped out. No tricks, asshole.
Oh, yeah, I'm tapped out. Okay.
Yeah. I might have a response. Nope. Okay.
Surely there's no way I can get to 18.
Professional Facebreaker. 2/3 menace. Whenever one or more creatures I control deals combat damage to a player, I create a treasure token. I can sacrifice a treasure to exile the top card of my library and may play that card this turn. We will go to combat. So I have a 4/5/5 flyer. I will attack. You don't have no flyers? No
Nope.
flyers. Okay, yes, I will swing you for 5 in the air.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chanel's life leader, get him.
That thing has lifelink?
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
He just gave you 5 life.
I mean, if you want to give... You have lifelink.
I have lifelink.
Fucking Nelson that turn up, didn't you?
I sure did.
Okay.
It's got double skulk, though, right?
Oh, were there any 3-drops worth fighting?
Sanguine Spy?
They would just bounce off each other.
Okay. Yeah, but I get
I have
life.
3 drops.
I'll fight that one.
Son of a bitch.
Because I have a 2-3 and that's a 2-2. So, I will create a treasure.
So do they trade then?
No. That was a 2-2, right?
It's a 3-2.
Oh, shit. I thought it was a 2-2.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I don't want to do that then.
Okay.
Sorry. There's a glare from my angle.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
It's pronounced angel.
So, cleaning my mom's basement out, she found a book that I had written in for, like, I don't know, grade 2, 3. I was learning cursive. And I had beautiful handwriting. I show this to my wife. Her first comment is pointing out that, because it was Sunday school, like, practice book, that I wrote, he was frightened by the angle.
I'm casting Kit Kanto.
But I wrote it beautifully.
With ETBs, I get a citizen token, but I'm going to replace it with the doggo. And then at the beginning of combat on each player's turn, I may tap 2 untapped creatures I control. When I do, target creature that player controls gets +2/+2 and gains trample until end of turn. Goes that creature. Pass turn.
No.
Untap.
So your citizen's strong arm, is that kind of how it...
Yep.
Draw. Land.
And I gain 2 life from Social Climber.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm just waiting for you to cast it again.
Glittermonger.
Okay.
That's the one that taps to make a treasure?
Yep.
Also good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are tapped, by the way. Vampire Scrivener. 2/2 flying. Whenever I gain life during my turn, it gets a +1/+1 counter. Whenever I lose life during my turn, it gets a +1/+1 counter.
God damn.
You have 1 creature untapped.
Yep.
I'm going to move to combat.
Alright. Beginning of combat on your turn. I'm going to gold your security rocks. Gets +2/+2 and trample.
Okay. Schnell, I will attack you.
Okay.
This rocks. And you have 2 creatures?
Yes.
Okay, Schnell, I'm going to attack you with this Sanguine Spy as well.
Okay. In response,
Yes.
we are going to pay a white and 2 to kill shot that.
I love that card.
But when I do,
Well, I like that card.
we are going to, let's see, instant.
Oh, I forgot about the
Sorcery.
Arcane Bombardment. Prepare to be bombarded.
Bombardment.
Yeah.
And then you cast everything that has been exiled with it, correct?
Yep, I may.
You may. Well. Okay.
What did we add to the pile? Copper ready. Okay.
It's a nice little tool to have in the bombardment arsenal.
Yes. Okay. So we will. So that one, and then creatures I control get +1/+1 and gain trample at the end of the turn. Create 2 or. Okay. So we will fight with prize fight.
Okay.
And I will also. What else we got? What is that thing? Oh, okay, I don't care. Yeah, we'll create 2 citizens.
Okay. They fight. I gain 2 life.
Yep. Do you have any more citizen tokens I can borrow?
I do not.
Yeah.
How many do you need? 2?
2, ideally. And then
My Scrivener gets a token. I mean, a counter. And I will pass turn.
and before the end of your turn, since I control a creature that fought, I will create a treasure. Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. Land for the turn, plains. We did it. White, white. 3, mysterious limousine. We will exile your flying vampire. I know.
I like our deck.
Yes, we built a good one. Then we'll go to combat.
All right, I'm going to goad your flyer.
Sweet. I was gonna.
It's just another +2/+2 and trample now.
Yes. So, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 in the air.
Chris?
It has to be a teach.
Oh. 7. I'm not life leader. Leave me alone.
Then I will create a treasure off of a professional Facebreaker. I will sacrifice a treasure to Facebreaker. Exile the top card of my library. I may play that card this turn. Knockout blow. Knockout blow deals 4 damage to target attacking or blocking creature, and you gain 2 life. Boo. Well, that's going to be lost. I could.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, that's not terrible.
No.
Do you have something attacking or blocking?
This is... No, it's after the fact, so no, not
Is it?
currently.
Okay.
It was attacked. Or it had
had
attacked. Because I didn't do this until second... Or, yeah, activate that until second
that's
ring,
right.
technically.
It one did attack.
It one did attack. Then I will go ahead and spend my last treasure. And 3 for Celebrity Fencer. 3/2 Alliance. Alliance, it gets a +1/+1 counter. Go ahead, Chris.
All right. Okay. Draw. 2 white manas, you say.
Now you're just showing off.
Cast Inspiring Overseer. TVs gain 1 life and draw a card. And I gain a life from Social Clamor's trigger.
Where's the creature that I exiled with that? We should tuck it underneath there.
Citizen's Crowbar.
Hey, we did build the same fucking deck.
I will replace the Citizen with a cat token. So I'm going to have +1/+1 and disenchant if I sack it. Okay. Gain another life from Social Climber. And then I will pass the turn.
Teej, we need to stop Chris. He's got too much of a board state. And he keeps goading me to attack you. Is it 2 more mana? Can you recast your commander?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I needed 18, don't I?
Yeah.
Shit. I thought I only needed 1 more turn. No, I can't cast my command.
You sure it's not 16? I honestly don't remember. I don't remember what he paid last time.
I think I paid 16
I
last
think
time.
you paid 16 last time.
I was banking on another land. So no, can't do that. Pass turn.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Drawer.
What does Professional Facebreaker do?
It's a 2/3 menace. Whenever one or more creatures I control deal combat damage to a player, I create a treasure token, and then I can sacrifice a treasure to exile a top card of my library, and I can play that this turn.
Pretty good.
It's not bad. Okay. Damn. Just seeing what you all got.
Nothing individually impressive.
Yeah.
Although I am accumulating numbers slowly.
Yep. Which, if we could do something to stop that, we fucking would. But alas, nay. Yep, we are going to go to combat.
Alright. I am going to go to the flyer again.
Okay. I will make the flyer bigger. It is a 7/7, so fight rigging. I will go ahead and antagonize, giving it +4/+3 until the end of the turn. When I do that, we've got more things to add to the pile.
Shit. That arcane bombardment might be...
Hey, what's bombarding me?
Bombardment.
Add something to the pile. Ready to rumble. 5 damage to target creature or player, or destroy target artifact. So,
Creature or planeswalker?
yep, creature or planeswalker. So we will do 5 to your commander.
Who earns?
We will deal. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creatures. So then with Capenna Charm, we will do 5 to my commander. And then prize fight,
My board has gotten significantly less impressive.
we will.
A flyer, a doggo, a cat, and my life gainer.
Yeah. We'll fight your life gainer.
Okay. That's the 3/2.
I'm having this thing fight it,
Do
so
all
it's
the fighting.
yeah, it's a billion.
So how much? That thing has fought everything, or what?
No. So Capenna Charm does fire, or it deals damage equal number of
okay,
creatures I
yeah,
control to target
that's right.
creature or player, or planeswalker. And then prize fight is the last one I'm resolving, where they are just fighting.
Okay.
That'll go into the graveyard. I will create a treasure. Okay, continuing my combat. Tej. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in the air.
I'm out.
Okay,
Got me.
had to.
I understand.
Okay. Then
Karuba cost me.
One turn away from
We are-
playing my dragon again.
we will sacrifice a treasure to Professional Facebreaker to exile Jewel Thief. We will go ahead and cast Jewel Thief. It is a 3/3 and it is a 3-drop. So when it enters the battlefield, it will fight this thing. And then when it enters the battlefield, I will create a treasure token. My 3/3 is fighting your 2/1.
This.
Yes. When it comes into play, boxing ring.
Ay, ay, ay. Okay.
Okay. We will. Wrecking Crew. 4/5 reach trample. Pass turn.
Fudge. I don't think there's anything that can save me anymore.
Arcane Bombardment, real good. I'm going to go on record and be the first to say that.
Okay, I'm going to destroy that.
Arcane Bombardment?
Sacrifice the crowbar. Destroy the arcane bombardment.
No.
Possibly too little too late.
Rob the archives. I'm going to sack the cat for casualty 1. So I will exile the top 4 cards of my library. I may play them this turn.
What the hell's that thing?
That's plans.
Oh.
What's that do?
8.
Oh, 2 counters on that. Alliance.
I will go on record and say that this is my fault.
Yeah.
I thought together we were going to take Chris down. And look what happened.
I mean, I'm still trying. I'm certainly working on it.
You don't have blue. X damage to target creature or one planeswalker.
Did you say I don't have blue?
Yeah. Because it costs less to.
Oh, okay.
I'll play my land this turn. 4, 5. Workshop War Chief. Gain 3.
Shit, he's out of range.
Deal 2 damage to something.
Those are the only things you could kill. With 2 damage. And only 2 damage.
Should have been an equipment in this deck called Citizen's Kane.
That would have been clever.
Exiled.
Did you deal 2 damage?
No, I did
Oh,
not.
okay.
Okay, pass turn.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Land for the turn. I will sacrifice this treasure to the professional facebreaker to exile land. Can I play a land? No. Land for the turn. Getaway car. We will crew the getaway car. We will crew the mysterious limousine. And then we will go to combat. When we go to combat, we will put a counter on that one. And I'm going to swing with this, 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 and this.
Okay. Attack trigger on the limousine.
Yep.
Exiling something.
Exiling that.
Okay. We were attacking with
4, 8, 12, 16, 21, and then 6, 7, so 28.
Yep. Too much for me to do.
Okay.
Ridiculous. Okay.
Well, Ginny Faye got there with a massive amount of treasure tokens turning into cats and dogs in the early game just to build up better board state. And then Boxing Ring and Fight Fixing, or whatever that one was, the enchantment that every combat I get a +1/+1 counter. Between those and just every little trick that I had, and then, of course, Arcane Bombardment just allowing me to constantly fight Tej's Dragon. That's a weird metaphor. Or euphemism, I should say, but either way, very happy with how the deck ran. It kind of did exactly what I wanted it to do, and then seeing that Arcane Bombardment late in the game, I was worried that I wouldn't have enough instants and sorceries to get out, but I sat on some stuff long enough for it to be worthful isn't a word. I haven't even been drinking this game. Worthwhile, I think, is what my brain is going for. But yeah, beyond that, very excited with how this deck ran, and I'm looking forward to seeing what new cards I can pull and tweak into it for round 2 of this one. So let's find out.
I enjoyed running my Kit Kanto deck tonight. Early game, I managed to generate just enough white mana to stay relevant and stay in the game. I was getting a little frustrated with my mana, but overall, I was really happy with how my deck performed. I think if I hit the white mana earlier, I feel like I probably would have won this game. But I'm really excited to get some new cards into it. Tweak that mana base a little bit and see what it can really do next time.
Chanel should not have won this game. Chanel should not have won this game. I could have taken him out a lot earlier. And I kept him in the game because I did that thing I always do where I feel like I need somebody to help me take out who I was perceiving was the threat. And in the end, that didn't pan out. But this deck was a blast to play. The last time we did this, I took my box and I tried to build my deck as though I were playing EDH instead of the way I built it this time, which is playing limited. And I think the deck performed a lot better by just switching that mindset around. Different card choices. It flowed a lot nicer this time because I wasn't trying to do anything too fancy. And then early game stimulus package plus Zayatora. That was a strong combo. And I was real happy that that happened. Overall, this deck did very well. I was very happy with this deck. I wasn't sure how it was going to work, and it worked phenomenally. So, not happy about the outcome, but I'm happy about the game. Next time, I need to think a little bit about what I want to add to the deck. Yeah, it was a great time. A great time.
Hey, buddy.